Hello and welcome to Tantrum House Studio 3. I'm Ryan, and I'm sharing a Kickstarter overview of the new expansions for Tenpenny Parks. As always, we want to make sure you're aware that our crowdfunding videos are sponsored in part by our Kickstarter backers, as well as by the makers of this game. Alright everyone, today we're returning to Mayor Tenpenny in the town of Fairview, and we're previewing the upcoming expansions to Tenpenny Parks, the amusement park building game from Thunderworks Games. Each of these expansions and more will be available on their Kickstarter, which is launching soon. In case you haven't played it, it's a competitive worker placement where you're trying to attract the most visitors to your old-timey amusement park. Each player starts with a plot of land, and you need to move your workers around the board to clear land for your attractions, buy those attractions from this carousel, place attractions in your park with a Tetris-style puzzle placement, accumulate money, and try to thrill, awe, and joy your customers to increase your park's appeal. Each round is a month, and the game takes place over 5 months. At the end of the 5th month, the park builder with the most visiting people at the end of the game wins. There are plenty of opportunities to make an amazing park for the masses in the base game, but Thunderworks Games is releasing 3 expansions on their upcoming Kickstarter. The first 2 expansions, Spooky Nights and Winter Lights, add seasonally themed rides and new mechanics to your park building enterprise. And Innovation adds new player boards, new rides, and some R&D elements to give you permanent boons on your turns, and gives exciting ways to bring even more visitors to your park. Since Halloween is coming up, we'll start with what Spooky Nights adds to the mix. Terrifying attractions, creepy concession stands, and haunted ghost markers. Building these attractions and concessions will get you points and move your emotion trackers, but they will also give you these ghost markers, which you'll use to haunt your rides during the advertising phase. Whichever ride has the +1 on the carousel will get a ghost marker on it too, so there will be plenty of opportunities to snag these spooky specters. Each ghost has a reward printed beneath it, which could move you up on an emotion track, get you additional points, gain you $1 from the supply, or remove one of your pesky trees on your board. Here's how this works. During the advertising phase, if I have a ghost that gains money, I'm going to haunt my pirate ghost ship. I'm going to spend $2 to advertise the attraction, get my points, then, because of this marker, I get $1 back. After advertising, the player keeps all their ghost markers for future advertising phases. When our crew played, everyone was building spooky rides and concessions to collect as many of these ghosts as possible, and it highly incentivized the players to advertise much more than a lot of us did in the base game. Next up is the Winter Lights expansion. This is all about adding holiday cheer to your park. It adds winter-themed attractions, the holiday board, and Christmas trees for your player boards. When players build winter-themed attractions or place tiles next to their Christmas trees, they'll gain holiday cheer, which is going to move them up on the holiday board. And the nice thing about this board is it fits neatly on the top of our base game Tenpenny Parks board, and it gets them more rewards as they move up this track. You can get money, you can move up the emotion tracks, you can score points, or you can get these present spaces. When you hit these, you move up the emotion track of your choice to the player of your right. Players will start the game by replacing 2 trees on their board with these Christmas trees. But be careful, because Christmas trees can't be cut down. Players in our group were being much more strategic in which attractions they bought, how they placed everything on their boards, and they wanted to make sure they moved up the holiday board to get those sweet, sweet Christmas rewards. When you buy a new plot of land from the realtor, you can choose to replace one for the starting trees on it. What happened for us, people were buying new plots of land near the end of the game, putting Christmas trees on them, and trying to place as many tiles as they could near them so that they could move as far as they could up that holiday track. Added an interesting little twist near the end of the game. The Innovation expansion adds the most to the game. It comes with more trees, 10-point markers for the endgame scoring, and it comes with 4 new double-sided player boards that offer more variety to the building experience. For example, one side provides an additional $1 in the income phase, but less rewards on the board itself, while the other side of this board takes $1 away from monthly income, but offers crazy rewards on the board. Innovation also gives players 15 more attractions, many of which have 2 types. For example, Jurassic Flume is an undersea and prehistoric attraction, so it can count as either one for endgame scoring, but not both. This gives players more opportunities to get the rides they need for those personal goals. Now, for the big addition, the Innovation Board. Each player has a researcher here, and this adds another action to the worker placement phase. Each player must move their researcher once per month, which will get them specific rewards, with the first and second players getting greater advantages. This creates situations where players may need to choose between getting the perfect attraction at the perfect price or being the first to move up the innovation track to have better options. The first month, players will construct improvements, which will augment their endgame scoring. They may get upgraded ride queues, which gets them additional points for their attractions, deluxe kiosks, which lets them gain another goal card, or luxury seating, which gets them 6 more points at the end of the game. The second month, players will hire a specialist, which is a powerful buff that players will enjoy for the rest of the game. The third month, players must take and place a landmark tile, which gets them land, but also provides potential obstacles. Players will have to make some interesting choices to maximize the free land they receive in month 3. On the fourth month, players will move up on the emotion tracks, and on the fifth month, players will get to choose a ride to instantly build in their park without having to pay or place a worker. Each of these innovations, except for the landmark tile potentially, gives players new opportunities to expand their park and further hike up their points for the end of the game. And that's what's coming up for anyone who wants to jump into Tenpenny Parks. Each of these expansions are cross-compatible, so you can play with 1, 2, or all 3 depending on how hardcore you want your amusement park to be. The campaign goes live on Kickstarter soon. They currently aren't planning for any stretch goals, but there will be exclusive items in the campaign that won't be available in retail, including a collector's edition box that fits the base game as well as all of the expansions, and it also has a Fairview Challenges mini expansion. If you enjoyed this preview of the Winter Lights, Spooky Nights, and Innovation expansions for Tenpenny Parks, then be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And to see more previews, reviews, live playthroughs, subscribe to Tantrum House, and we'll see you in the next one.